kind of interesting to know actually. Do you get everything when I sing you a song? Do you think, what the fuck's he on about?
No.
Yeah.
No. I must go slower then. I
gotta say yes.
I must speak
Do you know a band called Rudimentary Peni?
I do, yes.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a good
Yeah. You know the point of view that he makes as a patient.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm a patient as well. So
what, suffering my,
go ahead. Go ahead.
What is it, some kind of brain surgery?
Yeah. Okay.
Brain surgery with a guitar.
Okay.
Yeah, alright, we go with that.
Yeah.
Whoa, I
Even better.
didn't realise I had the power. I mean, obviously power's a bad thing, we're in it.
You can make money. You can make money with that.
Yeah, I know, and you can exploit people, it's true, but what do you want to? I suppose that's the point about power though, isn't it? Power exists, and how you use it is what matters. Alright, see you then. Okay, no worries, nice to see you. Don't trip over.
2 stoelen met de buiten.
Kan je mooi nog wel
Ik wil
spelen?
even buiten zitten, denk ik.
Right, so, we're diminishing.
Yeah.
But what the fuck, eh? Let's have a good time. Let's have some theatre. A little bit of acting, darling. You know, not quite anyway. But this is a song that I stole from Franz Kafka.
Alright.
When he died, he said he wanted all his stuff burning, everything he'd ever written. But he kind of lied because he didn't die. He went and formed a punk band in, I don't know actually where it was, somewhere in the south of Wales. Between Swansea and I think so, yeah. I mean, in the 1920s it was a bit different, but you know. I mean, obviously they didn't do safety pins and bondage trousers. It was another issue. But and this is a song called Trial. So I'm going to do a spot of theatre. So actually, why not? It's a big space, isn't it? So I can run around like a fucking lunatic. Right, okay. So where would you like me to be for the prosecution? Obviously, the court case, which is what the trial's all about. I could start here as the prosecution. I think, yeah. Is that all right? Do I look accusatory? I mean, obviously, accusatory is not an everyday.
Stand behind the chair.
Behind the chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah. And then the defence. And the defence doesn't need to stand behind the chair, obviously, because he's a bit vulnerable. So they have a little protection of a coat or something.
Yeah.
And the jury, that's us. Yeah. Do we have enough for a jury? Just about.
How much is in a jury? I don't know. We don't have jury.
We
don't have jury.
You don't have a jury system? No, exactly. No. Well, let's go with an Anglo-American sort of. Pretend you're in an American film, which is all about
How much juries in
what
there?
was it? 12 Angry Men?
Yeah.
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 All that stuff. Yeah. And there's lots of American films all about that jury stuff. I actually did jury service in Britain because you just get pulled out by random. And so you have the judge, you have the prosecution, the defence, and then there's 12 people who are the normal general public, like me. So I did this case in Bradford, and the accused was well, we did about 3 cases, but it's the fucking legal system, it's obviously bullshit, I love that. But we had a corrupt dentist, which is fantastic. But the best thing about it was that when we, the jury, we sat for 3 days listening to all this stuff about what this corrupt dentist had done, and then we went into a room and sat around the table, and we'd all heard the same information, and we all had completely different opinions about what had happened. Which is, it's kind of an interesting idea about what is the truth. How do you decide what the truth is? But anyway, the dentist, the dentist was quite clearly guilty, but we couldn't agree enough to prosecute. So on reasonable doubt she was let free, which is kind of okay. She hadn't done much. She'd stolen some money from the National Health Service, which is by some sort of corruption thing going on. Or allegedly, sorry if this has been filmed, but she was. Before I get pulled up for perjury or some legal thing. Anyway, I shouldn't tell you all this.
But you can now.
I can now, I suppose.
Yeah.
It was a while ago, and she's probably living in the Bahamas or somewhere.
Yeah. Wasn't much.
Yeah, well, no, it wasn't. It really wasn't. It was bizarre that it came this far. Anyway, so anyway, where was I? So the prosecution's over here, and the defence is over here, and the jury's over here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you decide. You decide. I mean, guilty, innocent. It's up to you. And then the judge.
Guilty.
Hang on, you haven't even heard what he's
No,
done yet.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, okay. And then the judge is over here, and then we'll see how we go on a decision. Yeah. Does that sound fair?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So I wonder what's the first line of the trial in Netherlands? Because in German it's jemand hat Joseph verleumdet.
Oh yeah, that. Hey, Jack.
Anybody know? I mean, do you know there's the famous first lines
Yeah.
of lots of books, and obviously in English they say verleumdet means they. I mean, in English it's verleumdet. Verleumdet, which verleumden is to. No, verleumden is it means to tell. In English, I think you'd probably say to slander. Yeah.
Ah.
So, and in English, the first line of the trial is somebody must have been telling lies about Joseph K, which is a very nice translation. But it's kind of interesting because it's not exactly the same as the German one. So I do wonder what they make of it in Dutch, because obviously, you know, like I said, there are some first lines of books that you think, fuck, that's good. I mean, like the Orwell's 1984. It was a beautiful April day and the clock struck 13, which in English is very meaningful. I did see an Italian translation once which said it was a beautiful April day and the clock struck 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which completely misses the point of the original. And it's kind of like this idea that, you know, the translator's responsibility to get it right and to actually get the subtlety. And there we go. Anyway, let's go on with it. Oh, shall I talk some more?
Yeah.
I think talk. Shall I try that again? Now the judge calls for silence in court. Seems someone hears been telling lies about Joe's Good morning, Your Honour. From the prosecution stand, we're here to point fingers of blame. See this man in the dock, this snivelling wreck, undeserving of our sympathies claim. Now he's clearly a scoundrel, a maverick immoral, always seeking an outcome extreme. It's time the fighters of freedom were raining my culture back from the edge of the impossible dream. Someone must have been telling lies about Joseph K. Someone must have been telling lies about Joe. Prosecution's words echo right round the court. It's the defence, judge mounting his own. See if someone here's been telling lies about Joseph K. My surname is K, my friends call me Joe. It's clear for all gathered here to see. The facts as they stand, I denounce the bland. I strive for the right to be free. Now it may seem immoral to transgress the norm or break out of the same gilded cage. Not in lies and deception, but honest reflection, redefining the spirit of the age. Someone must have been telling lies about Joseph K. Someone must have been telling lies about Joe. has been telling lies about Joe today. This is us now, so we decide. Hello, jurors gathered here. Fact, opinion and claim. Our task is to tease out the truth, which burns with a delicate flame. Is convention our yardstick? Hypocrisy, lies, who's thinking, who's meaning, who's saying? Has someone here been telling lies? Lies about Jones and Hay? In court. It's time for the verdict. Guilty as charged. Mr. K, you've been found out a threat to society, a master criminal at large. Your crimes, always seeking a stack of half-truths, self-deception, self-delusion and wrong. I have only one sentence for crimes such as yours. The sentence, as always, is life. Someone must have been telling lies about Joseph May. Someone must have been telling lies about Joe. Subjective, imperfect, historical, fictive. Why let the facts get in the way? Someone here's been telling lies about Joseph May. Someone must have been telling lies about Joseph K. Someone must have been telling lies about Joe.
Cool.
So did you get all that? Yeah. Close enough.
I've never heard it before.
Well,